Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Cunningham. Buying time to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Griffin. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Ware. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Griffin looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete.
Griffin's pass intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. He was covered by Deion Sanders.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Flush to his right. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin steps away to his left. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the gun, Griffin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun, Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
42-yard line.
Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup, and it will result in a fresh set of downs. The final shot before break. Cunningham. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own 1-yard line.
He's about to blitz, man.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. This to Jarwin.
Oh, yeah.
So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Rod Woodson on the coverage.
To throw again, Cunningham. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Cunningham's pass.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on third and long. Cunningham. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's Cunningham. Flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th down. From the gun, Cunningham. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No, because if I would have thrown it to square, I would have just... No. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna work. Yeah, it might bounce off his butt or something, who knows.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheel still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folded it.
Yo, Devin, what the fuck am I looking at, bro? Yo, hey, yo, what the hell is that top 3? What the, hey, yo. Oh, God. Hey, yo.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now KJ Osborne. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Throwing on first down, Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
It's nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Osborne. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed.
Look how bad my team is.
I got a 94. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I
only have a 94 offense.
Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range.
No, it's not. Yours was better.
Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half.
And your defense was higher.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
It was like a 94, 95.
Can I kick it?
But you haven't played in a while. I've been playing. I've played 3 seasons. I've made it to the playoffs in 2 of them. This is the start of the playoffs.
Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
I can't win when I get to the Super Bowl. And then I face people like this. What is this? At least there's people I know. But what is this? What are you laughing like that for?
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Cunningham to throw. Out. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cunningham, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Conversion.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Patriots, nothing.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Andy Isabella on the return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Democratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cunningham. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
There is no reason.
Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Patriots nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Pats at the line ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For Bo Jackson.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Please tell me he doesn't decline that.
Brought down back at the
start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Calling a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A little juke. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Wait, where did you hear that? Where did you hear that?
A final shot before break. Cunningham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Harold Carmichael, as time expires in the 1st half, as his guys continue to pour it on. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And the route is on here in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Elliott. He can't get him down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3.
Thank God. Yeah, I've watched it. No, Devin, no. I'm gonna cry. You're lying right now.
Yeah.
No.